City breaths, neon dreams down boulevard veins. Somewhere your laughter still plays static through broken radios. I trace freckles mapped across a rain's belt tonight, and wonder, do constellations hold conversations we forgot? Your ghost fits perfectly Another ceiling crack formed while I was counting everything I should have said. Everything I let dissolve. Your voice lives in the gaps between my ribs, where the heater hums the broken lullaby. I practice conversations in the space between, where your shadow used to stretch beside me. These bedroom walls memorize the shape of all the ways I didn't reach you. Each crack a timeline that branches, every ending starts the same. And I think too much about thinking too much. These ceiling cracks multiply like heartbeats when you're near, but you're not here. Just streetlight halos bleeding through the blinds, painting half your face on what remains. I'm talking to the gaps where the silence answers back in your voice, but not your voice, just the ghost of your timing. Half-written letters float in drafts, each word heavier than the last. I wait for traffic lights to change back to when the timing felt like grace. Your coat still holds the shape of shoulders that aren't walking through my door. I fold the space where you breathe and settle into corners I can't restore. And I think too much about the thinking that brought me here. These ceiling cracks multiply like heartbeats when you're near, but you're not here. Just streetlight halos bleed shades bleed orange on the window pane. The city exhales a tired low drone, and untamed walk sits cold beside the sink. Its shadow stretches long and indistinct. I trace the rim of forgotten shade, a silent witness to the quiet escape. The floorboards creak, the house remembers when the morning light held something more than then. No sudden crack, no breaking glass to hear, no storm that raged, no desperate drowning fear. Just the slow, soft erosion, grain by grain, a whisper carried on a distant rain. We just unraveled, thread by fragile thread, a silent film reel playing in my head. No grand goodbye, just a slow motion fade, a hollow echo in the space we made, and the quiet kind of ache I'm learning now to hold, a story whispered, never fully told. The scent of wood smoke from a neighbor's heart reminds me of a laughter hushed and warm, the way you'd lean against the kitchen door, discussing books I've never opened anymore. I found a stone smooth gray beside the lamp from that cold beach where we left our quiet stamp. I wonder if the constellations still feel close to you, or if the winter stars now hold a different hue. It wasn't leaving, not a choice we clearly made, more like a current, gently, slowly swayed. And now I move through rooms that once held two, the empty spaces speaking soft and true. Not emptiness, but simply rearranged, a landscape shifting, quietly exchanged. We just unraveled, thread by fragile thread, the silent film reel softening in my head. No grand goodbye, just a slow motion fade, a gentle echo in the space we made, and the quiet kind of ache I finally understand to hold, a story whispered, now completely whole. The city breathes a soft, familiar sigh. Another street light blinks across the sky. Just the silence now, a tender open space, and a memory's quiet, enduring grace. chasing Orion's belt across the smog-filled air. Your sweater still holds the shape of how you used to care. The buildings carve their shadows through the constellations we knew, while city lights flicker like memories I can't push through. Static electricity rising from the metal railing. Your voice still echoes, but the wind keeps trailing away from here, away from now. Oh, the stars don't know our names tonight, just pinpricks through the city light, and I can almost feel your fingers laced with mine. Before you learned to sleep alone, before this rooftop felt like home, before the silence learned to speak your name. I count the satellites instead of constellations now, each one a promise that you're somewhere figuring it out. The coffee's gone cold between my palms, like all the things we never said. The way you tilt your head and laugh at jokes I've since forgotten how to make. Streetlights paint gold across the concrete edge. I'm practicing the art of not forgetting how we used to measure love in starlight seconds between us. Oh, the stars don't know our names tonight, just pinpricks through the city light, and I can almost feel your heartbeat synced with mine. Before you learn to keep your distances wide, before goodbyes lived in our good night, before the quiet settled in like a winter. Do you ever see them through your window? Those same stars I'm mapping out my sorrows on. Does it hurt the same when constellations fade, when what we had becomes the ghost of yesterday? The city breathes in concrete rhythms. I watch the sky and make my peace with missing, with the space between the stars, where love becomes just where you are. In the hollow shape your body makes, where the sheets still hold the ghost of motion. Neon bleeds through window cracks, cutting geometric patterns on the floor. Your voicemail light is blinking twice. It's been 3 days since you called, but the words dissolve like aspirin in a glass of lukewarm water. Because the ceiling cracks a conversation with the floorboards we've worn thin, and your voice comes through the walls like signals from another dimension. I'm drowning in the static of all the things we didn't say, falling through the mattress into yesterday. The air conditioning hums a lullaby for everyone but me. The neighbor's TV flickers shadows of a movie I used to know. Your coffee cup still sits beside me, vacant as a photograph, staring at the condensation, circles forming then disappearing. Each breath becomes a metaphor for something I can't articulate. The city breathes through open windows, but I'm holding mine, waiting. Yeah, I'm circling through the static. Ambulance lights paint the walls blue. I'm reaching through the darkness for something I once knew. What if we're all just apartments in the same building? Lonely hearts beating behind plaster walls, listening to each other sink further into furniture. Dreams leaking out like faucets dripping. Static fades. The static fades. The city quiets. Somehow I'm still awake. Somehow you're still gone. Somewhere in these sheets, I'm folding up the moon, packing it between where tomorrow doesn't reach. The city breathes a silver light. Through curtain lace it finds its way. Just the quiet hum, the distant height of an old familiar day. I trace the rim of this cold glass, like the edge of a conversation left undone. Dust motes spin as the city lights pass, a faded film where we just begun. There's a tremor in the overhead wire, or maybe just in the way I remember your voice. champagne across the floorboards, cold and bare, trying to name the slow, dull pain, but it's too subtle, too much air. We're two faint signals caught in the haze, across a frequency barely receiving, just echoes playing through these lonely days, a quiet kind of half believing, a silhouette on a painted wall before the sun begins its slow decay. Did we ever really feel it all, or just watch it float away? I can still taste the rain on your skin. That night by the fountain, the street lights blurred, a quiet kind of settling in, every unspoken feeling perfectly heard. The coffee cools, the steam escapes, like promises made in the dim morning light, just worn out edges, altered shapes, holding on to the ghost of that perfect night. The maps we drew, they fade to gray, each landmark blurred, each memory solved, a fragile silent treasury of moments whispered from aloft, just the feeling like a low voltage hum beneath the surface of everything new. A phantom ache, a gentle drum, reminding me that once there was you. And I wonder if you ever feel it too, this quiet echo, this persistent drift.